Good morning, all. Would like, first of all, to thank the organizers for having us here today, all of us, for this very interesting gathering and conference. I really liked Mr. Tsakiris' presentation, and I will have a debate with Mr. Hamatsos. Even though Olympianos and carriers are our members, and we are delighted and privileged to have them on board with us, you will see Mr. Hamatsos later on. Anyway, I'm going to talk a bit about more practical and more day-to-day things that we as insurers, and in particular P&I clubs, part of the IG, face regarding the issues already raised. So I will not stay more as far as, I will not say many things as far as COVID-19 is concerned. As Anna mentioned previously, very recently we were officially went off the pandemic era. Of course, there are still post-COVID knock-on effects, but COVID, the only good thing that COVID brought to us were the seafarers and the seafarers' crew welfare, and they were put under the spotlight. As an ex-seafarer myself, I can say that this should have happened, not the pandemic, but as the seafarers being put under the spotlight years ago, since I started back in the 90s and even more. Unfortunately, as Mr. Hamatsos says, it's not only the last couple of years that our industry is being tested in various things. Things have been going on since, I would say, 2017, 2016, and of course, later on. Lately, the war in Ukraine, which is something that, yes, I agree with Mr. Tsakiris, we should have been, we should have known that something would happen there and be prepared. Nevertheless, we were not that ready. But we showed, and I'm talking about the whole insurance industry and the P&I clubs in particular, we adapted very quickly, and we managed, Mr. Hamatsos, to serve you as much as possible, as quickly as possible, because you know that things change on a daily basis, and before us being able to provide you with the proper and correct information, we have first to dilute it ourselves, understand it ourselves, and then come to you and provide you the best solution when asked. I appreciate that this may take time, yes, and you may appreciate also that IG clubs and organizations of that size, sometimes they have to sorry? They have to take their time to find out, to produce the best outcome for their clients and, of course, their members. So, the war in Ukraine brought some other consequences, and I will mention very few of them. Of course, sanctions, the sanctions were there and have been enhanced, and now, unfortunately, the burden goes to the members to do their due diligence, to make sure that what they are carrying and who they serve are not sanctioned. Of course, another thing that actually came due to war in Ukraine was, let's say, the price cap and the attestation. I will not expand to this. Again, I understand it's something, is a bureaucratic, let's say, procedure that goes on top of our very busy days at the office. Of course, the price cap, again, which is, something that, again, ship owners have to prove and have to go through a complex way of proving that and the different tiers, tier 1, 2, and 3, and actually provide us with this information. Unfortunately, you may appreciate that in order to be able for us to cover you as ship owners, we have to have these things, and it is beyond our powers because the financial framework we operate in is, is G7, is within the European Union, it is the US, it is the United Kingdom. There are countries and unions that actually impose those kinds of sanctions, and without them, we will not be able to serve you, the industry, as we have to do. Another thing that showed that the IG clubs collectively together managed to adapt and managed to provide solutions to ship owners. An example is this: is the Turkish letter, the Turkish requirement for vessels carrying oil to transit the Bosporus Straits. This came back in November 2022, and it applied on the 5th of December of 2022. There were only 25 days for the clubs to be able to produce a letter that actually would serve both the Turkish authorities and, of course, the scope of the work of the clubs. You may appreciate that the Turkish authorities actually required a carte blanche from the clubs, from the members, to have their clubs to say that they would cover irrespective of what they carry, of if there are sanctions or not, etc. And this is something that could not be done like that. And I truly believe that, yes, we have our differences, let's say, within the group and among us and the crew members and the ship owners, and of course the Turkish authorities. Nevertheless, we managed to produce something timely, and since then, I think since the 12th or the 13th of December, something like that, everything has been going smooth. Yes, we do live in unprecedented times and volatile times, and we still do not know what's going to happen in the future. Nevertheless, we are here and we work together, all together, clubs, in the insurance industry in a whole, along with clients and members, and of course other bodies of the industry, in order to be able to predict and be able to adapt easier, quicker, and of course to serve our clients and members. Thank you very much.